big win, man. I want to say congratulations to Houston for remaining resilient. And shout out to Coach Kelvin Sampson for having these guys ready. Dude came out, pretty much was just bullying these guys on the glass. When Mullock really hit the bench in that early part of the second half, that's really when we started to see Houston go on their run. Shout out to Coach, shout out to Roberts, you know what I'm saying, for keeping those guys in it, knocking down that clutch three. Shout out for Juwan, you know what I'm saying, knocking down those clutch free throws as a 62% free throw shooter, man. You just got to take your hats off. Of course, you know what I'm saying, Duke, you could say they got the short end of the stick with the referees, and unrightfully so. That is correct. Duke got slided towards the end of the game with the refs, but they had a chance to win the game, ball in the hands of their best player, Cooper Flagg, and just missed it. Great defense by Roberts there. You know what I mean? But Cougs, man. Cougs going to the championship game versus a very talented team coming out of Florida. I'll further break this down. I don't want to give too much of my breakdown because I still got to process everything. We're going to have off the Houston win. But it's going to be a damn good game. Both guys, both teams are very elite at shooting the basketball. I think the interior presence that leans towards Florida. But I mean, what's it? First, before I talk about the young man who I feel like is going to be very key, but Emmanuel Sharp, you know what I mean? That's a young man who kept this team in the game, knocking down that clutch three and hitting the free throws, man. I believe it's from Florida. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the Florida Hoopers. But the man of the hour is Tugler. Tugler was phenomenal on the boards, put back dunks, rebound, blocks, defense. The only infraction he had was on the inbound. But that just shows you he's a leaguer. Roberts is a leaguer. I got to see more from Roberts, but the Sharp is definitely a leaguer. I believe he can play. But Tugler, sophomore big, probably coming out for his junior year. If he doesn't, I think he can possibly go first round. But shout out to them. It's gonna be a big game coming up versus Florida. But hats off to Houston, man. Hats off to coach. You know what I'm saying, for having these boys prepared, man, and having them with the mentality of this shit ain't over. You know what I'm saying? Be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Come in, go hard every play. They practice hard. So I ain't gonna say I like Houston because Florida's talented, but this is definitely the upset. I'm saying the Final Four for sure. So thank y'all for tuning in, and stay tuned for more videos. Peace and love.